Hey, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a fundamental rule of math, but we're going to do it through a story. And trust me, it's surprisingly dramatic. We've got kings, a jealous villain, and a secret magical law that holds an entire kingdom together. So, our story kicks off in a place you might not expect for a fairy tale, the land of math. But stick with me, because it has all the classic elements, including a kingdom where the residents, who are the numbers themselves, hold some pretty incredible power. Welcome to the Uslu Krauligo, or, as we'll call it, the Kingdom of Exponents. In this place, the residents have a special secret, a way to boost their strength far beyond their everyday value. So let's meet the royal court, shall we? We've got the wise King 2, the bold Prince 3, and the clever Princess 5, plus tons of other numbers. They all rule this kingdom, but their real power? Well, it comes from a very specific, very unique source.
Okay, so how in the world do these numbers get so strong? It's not just about their size, it's all about repetition. It's this kind of magical process of multiplication that really unlocks their true potential.
Their secret power is the exponent. Think of it like a magical instruction. That little number floating up high tells the bigger number exactly how many times it needs to multiply itself. This one little trick is the source of all the strength in the kingdom. Let's just take a look at King 2. When he uses the power of 2, he multiplies himself once, 2 times 2, and he becomes a respectable 4. A pretty solid show of royal strength, right? But with the power of 3, his strength doubles again. 2 times 2 times 2, and he grows to a mighty 8. You can see his influence is expanding really fast. And to the power of 4, King 2 becomes 16. It's obvious, right? The more he's multiplied, the more powerful he becomes. This is the fundamental law of their kingdom, a clear pattern of growing power. But you know how these stories go. No kingdom is without its challenges. One day, a new figure shows up, a villain who wants to tear down all this power, the menacing Evil Zero. Evil Zero was, well, he was jealous. He saw all the other numbers getting stronger and stronger, and he came up with a plan. He wanted to use his own special property to just strip them of all their hard-earned strength. His whole attack was a riddle, a trick question that seemed like it could break the whole system. We know how numbers get stronger by multiplying themselves 2, 3, or 4 times. But what happens when a number is multiplied by itself 0 times? How can you show strength with nothing? It honestly seemed like a perfect trap. But what Evil Zero didn't know was that the Kingdom of Exponents had a very powerful, very old secret, a rule designed for exactly this kind of threat. And this wasn't just any old rule. It was a core piece of logic that protected the identity of every single number in the land, a defense that Evil Zero just never saw coming. And here it is, the secret weapon. The law says that any number raised to the power of 0 doesn't become 0. It doesn't disappear, it becomes 1. And it's not just magic, it's pure logic. Just think of King 2's power, but in reverse. 2 to the 4th is 16. Divide by 2, you get 2 to the 3rd, which is 8. Divide by 2 again, you get 2 squared, which is 4. Continue the pattern, and 2 to the power of 1 is 2. So what's 2 to the power of 0 have to be? Well, it has to be 2 divided by 2, which is 1. The pattern holds. So when Evil Zero unleashed his power on Princess 5, she didn't just vanish, nope. Based on that unbreakable pattern, 5 to the power of 0 is 1. His attack was totally neutralized. He then turned his power on the mighty number 100. But you guessed it, same results. 100 to the power of 0 is still 1. The magical law held strong. In a final, desperate move, he even tried it on a negative number, -7. But it was no use. The logic is universal. Even -7 to the power of 0 becomes 1. Evil Zero was defeated, his power completely useless against the kingdom's ancient wisdom. So, with the villain gone, the kingdom celebrated, and their big victory reinforced a simple set of rules that everyone in the land of math would soon understand. This victory really locks in the kingdom's 3 core laws. We've already seen the first 2. A positive exponent multiplies a number to make it stronger, and a 0 exponent is the secret trick that always results in 1. But there's a third rule that's just as important, and it's for negative exponents. They do the exact opposite, flipping the number to make it smaller. Let's take Prince 3 to the power of 2. He gets stronger and becomes a 9. But to the power of -2, the rule flips the script. It follows that same logical pattern, but downwards. If 3 to the power of 0 is 1, then 3 to the power of -1 has to be 1 divided by 3. And 3 to the power of -2 is 1 divided by 3 times again, making it 1/9. So it's the power to shrink, not to grow. And with these laws understood, the kingdom was finally safe and prosperous. Its story became a legend, a really simple way for everyone, everywhere, to remember the powerful and, let's be honest, sometimes surprising rules of exponents. It really shows that even in math, a good story can reveal a powerful truth. The kingdom of exponents is safe for now, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it? What other logical kingdoms and secret rules are just waiting to be discovered in the huge world of mathematics?